Namaskaram, everyone. As I think most of you already know, today is Buddha Purnima, or full moon night, when Gautama, Siddhartha the Gautama, attained to its ultimate nature, or enlightenment, or nirvana, or moksha, whatever word we want to use. So on this night, he flowered to his ultimate potential. I think, I do not know whether you are able to hear the thunderstorms and rain. The reason why I actually made this video is not mostly about Buddha, but on the night when Siddhartha Gautama attained or realized, whatever word we use, these are just words. There are many versions of this story. In one of the story, it is said that on the verge of his enlightenment, the god of the world or the samsara, who is known as the Mara, actually came in front of him and tried to deviate him. And when Siddhartha unwavered, this is also said by Shankaracharya in similar lines, Nischala Tattvam Jivan Muktihi. So, when all the attempts of the Mara failed, it is said that he asked for the proof with Siddhartha. Asked for the proof that you claim you have realized, or even though you have not claimed or you have realized, but if you think you have been realized, or again, this is the interpretation. It is said that Buddha was having the conversation with Mara. Mara was tempting him, and then when eventually Siddhartha or the Gautama the Buddha said that he has attained, Mara asked that, who is there to testify your enlightenment or your self-realization? The other version of the story, it says that when Siddhartha the Gautama was about to attain, his own mind came to question. It is said that what we refer as Amara was his own psyche trying to tempt him. In similar lines, Sadhguru, in one of the poems, Sadhguru says that when he experienced the eternal nature of darkness, the light and then the beauty tried to tempt him, but he embraced the darkness and became the eternal. So coming back to the Mara story, so we do not know how much this is of true. It has been thousands of years, but it has certain significance on the path of a seeker. So Mara asked, who is there to testify that you have attained? Then Gautama the Buddha, at the time he was not known as the Gautama the Buddha, he has already dropped his name and become a samana, or the ascetic. on the seeker's path. So there are many different words for different postures of the hand. These are known as the mudras. Most of the people might already be aware of this. So he did certain kind of mudra and touched the earth with his right hand. So he put his hand like this on his right thigh and then touched the earth. And this is known as the Bhumi Sparsha Mudra. So this actually signifies, we do not know whether they spoke or not, but this actually signifies that whatever the suffering we experience in our life is only because of our individuality. Although we experience ourselves normally through the five senses as the individual being, as a body, that is actually the source of all the suffering, because when you become individual, just like Sadhguru mentions, you versus the universe, you versus the other is inevitable. But when Siddhartha has attained to that state where there was no difference between him and then the existence, there was no difference between him and then the nature, and there was no difference between him and then the Mother Earth. So the Bhumi Sparsha Mudra signifies that there are certain stories where it is said that the earth itself is witness to my self-realization. But I do not know that even Buddha can claim that. I think the significance of this Bhumi Sparsha Mudra is basically that his individuality has dissolved to the cosmos, or it has become one with the cosmos, or it has become one with the earth, or one with the nature. So what he was saying, that the struggle between him and the laws of the nature, or the dharma, or the dhamma as in Pali is said, is one. He is no longer resisting the change of the body, the situations, the existence, but now he has accepted the law of the nature and he has become one. And it is very, very important on this day, not only from the significance of the ultimate nature, but the condition of the soil at the moment on the world, in the world, it has actually degraded so much that the microorganisms which make the life happen in the soil are quickly disappearing. And it is said that thousands and thousands and thousands, I think nearly 27,000 species are becoming extinct every year. So in this context, if there is no life in the soil, the produce we get from the soil will become weak, and this life, as Sadhguru says, will also become weak. And if you have to spend a lot of your time, energy and resources just searching for the food, just for the survival process, even to have the idea for the self-realization or the ultimate nature or the enlightenment, could be very difficult. So in this Buddha Purnima is the grace and blessing of Sadhguru, Gautama the Buddha, Shiva, and all the numerous yogis who have walked this planet and who have left their bodies to become the topsoil. Let us embrace their wisdom and live here as part of the nature and not as a separate being. And let's make our individual self rise to the ultimate nature, and at the same time, let's make this Save Soil movement a grand success. so that the future generations can not only think about the survival, but also strive for the ultimate nature. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. I bow down to all the spiritual teachers. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. I bow down to all the teachings and practices, spiritual processes that has been bestowed down to us from all these masters. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. I bow down to all the communities, the spiritual communities that has kept the spiritual process alive for us and all the other beings that will be benefited from the stream coming from the wisdom of stream coming from all these masters, all the past masters and the living masters. Let's make it happen for everyone. Namaskar.